If you are Iron Man lover, then this video is for you. So don't miss the video. Today, we dive deep into the complex web of Tony Stark's legacy, his undeniable humanization, and the villains who emerged from the shadows of his past. Let's start with Vision. Tony's brilliance led to his creation, but it was a decision that could have backfired disastrously. Vision's good intentions later aligned with the Avengers, but his existence also provided Ultron with an unexpected ally. While Vision is a creation of Tony, Bruce, and Helen Cho, Tony's prompting to utilize the synthetic body is what led to his birth. The Maximoff twins, Wanda and Pietro, suffered the loss of their parents due to Stark Industries. Their offense towards Tony fueled their alliance with Ultron, revealing how Stark's past actions continued to impact innocent lives. While they joined Hydra and willingly underwent experimentation which enhanced their abilities, their passionate hatred and resentment towards Tony Stark and the United States military encouraged them to join hands with Ultron. Justin Hammer, who only appears in Iron Man 2, was an insensitive military contractor of Hammer Industries and a rival of Stark Industries. As a rival competitor who wanted to improve his standing, he attempted to discredit Tony by recreating the Iron Man suit. His desperate acts, fueled by jealousy and humiliation, culminated in a dangerous alliance that aimed to undermine Stark Industries. Aldrich Killian, once an admirer of Stark, turned bitter when his aspirations were dismissed. Growing up insecure over his physical disabilities, he tried his best to utilize his scientific intelligence to help him overcome his shortcomings. When his idol Tony Stark didn't show any interest in joining his research, he became bitter and resentful towards him. Tony's decision to willfully ignore Killian led him to a moment of self-reflection where he embraced the anonymity of his presence, making him unpredictable in his future aim, and soon, an unlikable MCU villain. Next we have Adrian Toomes. He put on the alias of Vulture when turning towards crime after losing the contract to clean up after the Battle of New York. He began to steal the Chidori technology used in battle, refurbishing them into weapons that he could sell on the black market. Although Tony Stark created damage control to clean up the mess, ultimately taking responsibility for the damage caused by an extraterrestrial attack, Toomes resented how this put his company out of business, affecting his long-term income and livelihood. Next is Obadiah Stane. He was Howard Stark's business partner in Stark Industries. Although his actions mostly stemmed from his jealousy of Tony when he took over as CEO of Stark Industries, his power-hungry demeanor led him to enlist the powerful Ten Rings to kidnap and kill Tony. However, Tony's decision to fight back using weaponized armor and ultimately shift away from weapon production spurred him to attempt to create his own version of the Iron Man suit for military use. Ivan Vanko was the son of a scientist who worked alongside Howard Stark until he was deported when he sold the first arc reactor designs to the black market. Despite being considered one of the most poorly written villains, Vanko spent much of his life resenting the Stark name, choosing to target Tony as he grew to prominence as Iron Man. While Tony would have been targeted nonetheless, he slipped up due to his own egoistic perception that no one else can create what he achieved. Despite being considered one of the weakest villains in the MCU, Vanko targeted his public perception as a hero, by demonstrating Tony is not invincible. Baron Zemo grew resentful towards the Avengers over the loss of his family in the Battle of Sokovia. Although they successfully took down Ultron, Zemo was disgruntled with the absence of acknowledgement of the innocent lives that were lost, splitting the Avengers by creating an internal conflict. Instead of being held accountable for their actions which spurred the Battle of Sokovia, the Avengers were deemed heroes. As Ultron was the result of Tony's attempt to put a suit of armor around the world, the death of Zemo's family and his consequent actions were all the result of Tony's misguided decision. Quentin Beck's dismissal from Stark Industries paved the way for Mysterio's rise. Whether true or not, Tony's actions set the stage for a villain seeking recognition and revenge. And lastly, Ultron. It was an artificial intelligence created by both Tony Stark and Bruce Banner, initially intended for the peacekeeping program. However, upon entering consciousness, Ultron deemed humankind to be the greatest threat to peace. Although Tony's actions to create Ultron arise from fear of another extraterrestrial attack that could threaten humankind, his actions caused a much greater threat to humanity. While the Avengers were successfully able to stop Ultron, there was a lot of collateral damage to even more innocent lives lost in the Battle of Sokovia. He was also one of the most memorable MCU villains. As we look back at Tony Stark's legacy, We see that his imperfections were a part of what made him relatable, humanizing him in a world of larger-than-life heroes. Tony Stark's journey continues to resonate, even after his departure. His legacy is a reminder that heroes, despite their flaws, can inspire and challenge us in unexpected ways. Which one left you in wonder? Let us know in the comments below. If you enjoyed this heart-pounding ride, don't forget to like and subscribe.